Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you an easy way to make some fermented yogurt. We call it ProGurt because it's loaded with wonderful probiotics. And you can start by using just some simple kefir. Now I've made other videos making Lactobacillus reuteri and making what I call supergut yogurt with 3 key ingredients from Dr. William Davis's book, Supergut. This is an awesome book. I recommend that you read it. But I've learned with my patients that maybe it's better to start low and go slow and to make some yogurt, some ProGurt that is more predictable. I have had 0 failures starting with this kefir from natural grocers. It's organic. It's just wonderful. It's plain kefir that you can get pretty much anywhere. So what you're going to do, I have sterilized these jars. Of course, I dipped them in water and used this glove so I didn't burn my fingers. And then I've heated some milk. So I've simply heated this milk just to dissolve the prebiotic fibers. So I am notorious, in fact my superpower is spilling things. So if I spill this, we're just gonna say it's a party because I probably will spill it. I've taken a few extra precautions not to spill too much. But I'm putting this milk, this is whole milk that has been warmed to about 100 degrees. This is not precise. I am all about keeping things simple and making it non-stressful. When you let food and health get stressful, you're undoing a lot of the health benefits that you should be getting. So this is a little bit warm. Then I've mixed some prebiotic fiber. I've mixed acacia fiber and inulin. This is probably about half and half. Usually I do about 2/3 inulin and about 1/3 acacia, but I ran out of the inulin, which is lighter in color. So I'm gonna you can put 1 to 2 tablespoons of this mixed prebiotic fiber. This is the food that the microorganisms eat. So what I usually do is 1 heaping. Here we go, heaping. This is so much fun. You want to have fun doing all this. You don't want it to be like, oh, you know, it's not super precise. It's like, you know, it's like food, you know. So food, there's a lot of variables. This is my way of doing things. Other people have their way. So now I'm going to just dissolve that prebiotic. The thing about this yogurt that's so important to remember is that when you ferment it for 36 hours, you're going to exponentially increase the good bacteria. When you buy even a good yogurt, it's probably doubled 2 times, maybe 3. So you start with some bacteria, it doubles, and it doubles again. So that's what you typically get even in good yogurt. But with this fermentation process, it's going to double about 12 times. So think about that. You know, that's the old thing that my dad used to say, would you rather have $1 million or a penny that doubles every day? Well, the lesson in that is that you'd rather have a penny that doubles every day because it doubles, whoop, it's exponential. That's what happens with this ProGurt. You get an exponential amount of good bacteria. And this Lifeway kefir contains some really great probiotics, including Lactobacillus reuteri, which we talked a lot about that. That is a bacteria that just does so many good things for you: muscle building, mood, weight maintenance. It's just fantastic. So it contains that in addition to 11 other good bacteria. So now I've got this pretty well dissolved in there, and I'm going to use half and half. This is just organic half and half. So I put 2 cups of half and half in each quart jar. So am I going to get stressed out about measuring? Heck no. So 2 cups, there's 4 cups in here. Here's the other 2. Here's the other 2. And I'm going to do that 2 more times. Now my sous vide holds 6 quarts. So it's behind me. A real key if you're making this is to remember that your water in your sous vide needs to cover the level of the liquid that you have in there. I'll show you more about that later. But that's where a lot of people, I think, flub up, is that their water gets too low and then their sous vide goes off, and that will that'll cause a problem. So here we go. We have got a little bit of milk. You know, I didn't measure. I'm going to top it off with the rest of that milk. Oops, I just spilled something, so it's a party. Woo, that's great. So I've got this this kefir. I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in each quart. And am I going to measure it real close and stress out about it? Heck no. So here we go. So see, it's kind of thickening. I spilled it again. We're having a bigger party. It's running down the side. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now this is, when you make 6 of these, you know, I give these to patients. If I put someone on antibiotic, I for sure give them some fermented yogurt, and start with this one now. It's a little milder in flavor, so I think if you need to retrain your taste buds a little bit, this is a good place to start. I love the Supergut yogurt. I love Lactobacillus reuteri, but they're pretty robust, especially L. reuteri by itself. So this is a very good place to start. So I've got that warmed milk, and I cooled it off with the half and half, and then I added the Lifeway kefir. I'm going to just stir this up, and then I'm going to just top it off with the rest of this half gallon of milk. It's going to come out just super even. I mean, it's really great. You know, with the 4 quarts in a cup, and you add a little bit of prebiotic fiber, a little bit of probiotic, it's going to come out really great. Okay, so your next step is to get these ready to put into your sous vide. So you have your lids. They're going to go on there very loosely. I do not put the actual, you know, screw cap that goes on there. These are just sitting on there very loosely. So now they're ready to put into the sous vide. I may stir them one more time, just, you know, to kind of make sure I have those dissolved. If you get your finished product and there's some brown clumps from the acacia fiber, don't worry about it. It's not a problem at all. That usually doesn't happen. It usually dissolves really perfectly. So there we go. Now these are going to go in the sous vide at 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'm going to make sure that I fill the water up to cover the jars. That's very important. I'm going to leave them in for 36 hours. Now, when they come out, here's a jar that has already been fermented. Look at, I want to show you this creamy yogurt. This is delicious. Now you can add whatever you like to it. We'll add fresh fruit, I put a little bee pollen in there actually when I eat it. And you can add nuts. We put walnuts on, just whatever. People always ask me, another spill. Always ask me about, you know, what if with their children, if they can put honey on it. Yes, if that helps get these probiotic bacteria into their gut, that's what matters. The key to having vitality, the key to having energy, is to have high diversity in your gut. And these real keystone bacteria, especially the Lactobacillus reuteri, they help bacteria that are in your gut bloom. So they help things that there needs to be more of to become more populated in your gut. I said that very awkwardly, but the point is to get more good bacteria growing in your gut. And so try this. I hope it helps you. It's super simple. You know, when you make some of the other yogurts, you can get some separations. That's not a big problem, but people do get a little frustrated with that. But with this method, so far, I have never had any separation. It's always resulted in this smooth, creamy yogurt. Bon appetit.